Oh my God, yes. Oh my God, I'm so pumped.
He did it. He did it.
Yo, he did it. Ladies and gentlemen.
I'm a big boy now. He fucking did it. Yo, Adrian. I did it. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another great episode of the Burn Down podcast. As you know, I'm Eric.
I'm Justin.
In today's episode, we got some big things to talk about.
Your boy did it.
I'm a big boy now.
I'm a big kid now.
We had some big events go on this past weekend, so we got some celebratory drinks, celebratory cigars.
Yes,
Can't believe
sir.
it, man. Can't believe it.
Yes, sir.
So,
I brought some. I mean, we're celebrating. And before we tell them what we're celebrating, I'm sure they already know if they follow us on the gram.
oh yeah, that's for sure.
Okay. I brought some special sticks for you, buddy.
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
It's a big day right here.
And I don't know what they are. You said I got some good cigars for celebrating on the burn down. I'm not going to tell you what it is. So I'm like, perfect. I don't want to know. Let's just do it.
Oh, yeah. You want me to bust them out?
Bust it out, big
Bust
boy.
it out. Bust it out.
Why don't you just whip it out for me, big boy? I'm so excited. Yay. What do we got in there? It's like Christmas. Did Santa come early?
Hold on.
I didn't see it. He's open up the kit. Let's see.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh my God.
My God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
Let's fucking go.
Wow, the Bolivar. Oh my God, the La Casa de Habano. I think this is a special edition with them.
Oh yeah. So if you guys don't know, for all that are listening, and for all those who aren't familiar with Cuban cigars, this is the Bolivar La Libertad or Libertador. I forgot. I think it's La Libertad. The Liberty. La Casa de Habano. Fantastic stick.
I don't think I've smoked this size before. This is what, like a Super Toro?
I don't know what they call this, to be quite honest. It's
definitely like a 52 gauge, and it's
probably 52, 54, 6 inches, so probably like a thicker Gordo.
Oh my God.
But your boy is celebrating. We celebrating. So I had to bust it out, the big guns.
Gotta bust it out. Oh my God.
And of course, we're drinking.
Thank you, good sir.
You are very welcome, good sir. We are drinking our favorite, one of our favorites.
This
Probably our new favorite.
This is definitely my favorite. It goes down in the books now for now.
The Eagle Rare.
How did you know?
Kentucky Straight Bourbon. So we're going Eagle Rare and Cubans
Fire.
to celebrate.
Your boy just got engaged.
Let's go!
Bang!
Let's go!
I pulled off the
Give me some, baby.
I pulled off the badass proposal. Can't wait to talk about it.
Let's go. We're gonna talk. Let's cut these, light these up, pour ourselves a drink because we got some shit to talk about.
Let's go. Damn, son, where'd you find this? Damn.
Yo.
So one of my favorite things about a good cigar is that sweet hay on that cold drawer.
Oh, yeah, baby.
The sweet hay is so good. So like you said before, people couldn't hear it. It feels like it's a tight pack.
Mm-hmm.
But ample amount of smoke, ample amount of puffage, ample amount of goodness. Just a smooth draw. So,
well, Cubans tend to be tighter pack in general, and it's a tighter draw for that reason. But this, it it's interesting because, like you said, you get that tight draw, but it's still really, really like the smoke output's good. I get a lot of smoke.
Yeah.
And I want to correct myself before I said La Libertad. It's actually Libertadores, I believe is how you say it in Spanish.
Libertadores.
But we'll put it up on the screen. It's the Bolivar, Casa del Habano, Libertadores. And we were correct. It was a 6.5 by 54.
We were close.
So let's pour out this.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, man. So I've never smoked these before. I've heard a lot of good things. So I figured, you know what? We're celebrating your boy over here. Pop the big old question.
I did.
And he got an astounding yes.
An astounding YES. Yes.
Like, were you even, like, come on. Were you even?
No, I wasn't even.
Come on.
I wasn't nervous. I was just more anxious. And I'll give the whole story. It's going to be Eric's story time.
It is. And I'm looking forward to it, man. I mean, I knew about it.
This is a fresh bottle, too. We're opening up
I can't open it.
You got a knife on you or something? Damn. Yeah, we really out here celebrating.
We are. So I knew about it. And I was just waiting because I was in Texas when he did it.
Yes, you were.
And I'm like, oh, God, please call me. Please call me. I'm like, I'm at a wedding. It's funny. It's ironic because I was at a wedding. I'm at a wedding waiting for the phone call. And I finally got the phone call. I'm in the middle of the wedding. And everybody's outside like all quiet, right? Because they're out on the patio. And I'm like, yo! Like,
by the way, she loved your reaction. She was like, Justin had one of the best reactions. Because we called everybody. And she was like, Justin's reaction was one of the best reactions that we had. And I was like, he was pumped. Like, he was waiting for it. Oh, man.
It was great. It's funny because it's ironic. I was in there and everybody was outside. Like, we were smoking cigars and everybody went outside to kind of just keep it quiet.
Yes, sir.
And I was screaming and everybody's like, what the fuck?
Oh, my God.
You want more or no?
No, that's good for me.
And, okay. So, Eric.
Oh, let's go.
Let's let me close this up here.
Oh, my God. That's damn.
And, Eric.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Here's to happy engagement, good marriage, good fortune, and much success. Cheers.
Salud, brother.
Let's go.
Oh, my God. That's so good.
God damn, that's fucking good.
So, Eric, tell us, tell all the watchers, tell all the listeners, come on, man. We want the details. Tell us how it happened.
You want the tea, as the kids say.
Spill the tea, brother. Spill the tea.
So, my girl, my fiance and I.
Is that weird or what?
It's so, I keep correcting myself. Because I'm like, my fiance, I was on the phone with her yesterday. I'm like, telling her a story. I'm like, yeah, my girlfriend. She's like, no, fiance. And I was like, you are so right. So, my fiance, Marissa, and I, it's so weird to say, we've been together for almost 7 years now. 7 years. And this is obviously her dream. This is like every girl's dream to have the big thing and get engaged and get proposed to. So it's getting close. She's like, when do you think? And I had a surgery back right before coronavirus. I actually had a surgery on St. Patty's Day of this year. And she took good care of your boy. So I was in my feelings a lot. I'm like, damn, she's really.
I remember that.
Really taking care of me, like really doing me right. Getting everything for me, everything I asked. I had to if I had a bell, she'd be coming over. And I was in my feelings. I was like, you know what? After I feel a little bit better and everything starts to calm down, let's go look at rings. And she's like, oh my God, really? She was pumped up, ready to go. And I wouldn't say it's a mistake, but it was a little bit of a hardship because then coronavirus really exploded, and it was all on her mind. She's like, "Oh, you said it. When we're gonna go? When we're gonna go? When we're gonna go?" I'm like, "Oh boy, Eric, you spoke too soon. Damn it." But anyway, so then in September, kind of like calmed down, and we went to get look at the rings. I just wanted more preliminary information because I didn't know anything about diamonds. I had an idea about her size for her ring.
Yeah, like unless you're in the business.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if I can speak for most men, but unless you're in the business, you don't really know shit about diamonds until you go to buy the ring.
I know shit about diamonds now.
Yeah, now, yeah, of course.
So we went to his place, and I didn't know what to expect. I was honestly expecting like like a car salesman type experience. Like, you got to buy this $25,000 ring today. Put the finance down.
What's your budget? 10 grand. All right, let me show you 30 grand rings.
Yeah, exactly. But I got to give him credit. The guy was super professional. Gave us the whole experience, brought us in the back, kind of gave us the 101 about diamonds and what we should look for. Didn't even mention budget, didn't even mention money, which I appreciated. And we took her size, we kind of looked at some rings to see what she liked. And I started writing notes down, like, all right, this is what she likes. And he's like, listen, don't worry about it. I have this all written down. I'm going to email it to you. I'm like, great.
That's kind of like, you're already thinking, right, this guy's like...
This is the real deal.
This guy's good.
Real deal Holyfield. I was like, all right, I like this. And so I got all information, and that was in September. So I was originally just going to go to him, and my fiance's sister has a close connection who is in the diamond industry. So she's like, go check her out. Just talk to her. Like, you don't have to get anything from her, but just compare. I was being stubborn at first. I'm like, nah, this guy, good guy. I don't want blah 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 blah.
Yeah, but you got to shop around, like at least two different people, right?
Exactly. So I was like, you know what? Forget it. I'm gonna reach out to her. So I had all the information already. So I texted her. I said, hey, this is Eric, so and so. I'm looking. This is my budget. I'm looking for this, and this. And she's like, all right, great. Within like 2 hours, she sends me a picture. All right, I got exactly what you're looking for in your budget. This. And I'm like,
within 2 hours.
2 hours.
2 hours.
And I was like, damn. I was like, okay. And I'm like, when can I see you? She's like, you can see me tomorrow. I was like, all right, great. So
when can I see you? I don't mean to cut you off, but I'm thinking about like you probably texting like, when can I see you? Like, when can we make this happen? And like Marissa was reading the text message. What? Who you texting another girl? When can I see you?
One of the first things she said was because Marissa knows her. So one of the first things she said is, make sure you change my name in your phone book. And I go, okay. So I just put her initials, and I put her initials dash my job initials, New York, whatever. Yeah. So it looked like it was someone from my job.
There you go. That's smart. Smart.
So I go, hey, if you can find any other rings like in the same price range, maybe like one maybe a little more expensive, one a little bit below, like if you just bring them. She's like, yeah, sure. So I go down, and it's so she works at a hair salon as well. So she brings me back into her office in the hair salon, and I felt like Goodfellas. I'm going through the back door. I'm going through here. I'm going through there.
Oh yeah.
And we sit down, and she whips out the ring. She gives me like the eye thing, but she's like, all right, so this is the ring I showed you yesterday. This is exactly what you're looking for. She broke down the cut, the clarity, the carat. The 4 C's: carat, cut, clarity, and color. Yes, exactly what it is. And I was like, all right, great. I'm like, this is exactly what I'm looking for. And she's like, so this is one below it. This is one a little bit less expensive. This is this, and this. You can kind of see a difference right off the bat. And I was like, yeah, no, that one's out automatically. And she goes, here's one that's a little more expensive. This is a little bit higher, but this is a little bit lower. But even though it's whatever, it was like $1,500, $1,000 more, or whatever. She goes, put them in your hand. She's like, can you tell the difference? I'm like, no, I can't. She goes, exactly. So she gave me like the thing for your eye.
The magnifying glass.
I guess I could see a difference, but who the hell is going to tell the difference?
Unless you have somebody that's like, oh, let me see your ring. Hold on.
Yeah, unless you got a hey, let me see your ring. Like, no. But I mean, I already liked her from the bat. Like, she liked the circle ring. The circle diamond, and it had the little diamonds on the side, and it was the 4-prong, and I thought that was like perfect, classy looking, classic, and that's what she wanted. And I was like, perfect. So come back a couple of days later, like the next week.
Yeah. So now you're going to get the ring, right?
So I tell my family. Her parents have no idea, but my family does, and they're all pumped up. This, that. So I go pick it up. I was working from home one day, and she's in a school, so she's out all day. So I said, you know what? Let me run out there now, run to the bank, whip out a fucking wad of cash. In an envelope.
Cash is king, baby.
Wad of cash in an envelope.
Like you're doing a drug deal or something. Like
almost, bro.
You got the cash? You got the stuff?
So, you got any money? You got any stuff?
So we get to the hair salon. And
wait, you bought it in a hair salon?
in the hair salon, in like
in the back room.
no, like in the front where people are getting their hair done.
That's like mafia shit right there. Like, I'm going to pick up a ring in a hair salon with straight cash on me.
All right. So, I mean, she's like, and she made me like, she obviously is very close with my fiance's sister. So, and before I even bought the ring, she's like, listen, I know Marissa and Julia is like a second daughter to me. I'm gonna do right by you. I wouldn't give you anything that I wouldn't give my son-in-laws. And I'm like, all right, that's cool. So, and she's like, I love this ring. This is a perfect ring, blah, 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 blah. So I was like, all right, cool. I'm in good hands. So, got the ring, gave all the cash, and I was like,
how did it feel handing over that envelope for this little tiny thing?
It hurt a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Watched the bank account deplete a little bit.
You're like, oh.
And I'm like, all right, it's for a good reason.
It's for a good reason.
But it was all worth it at the end. So that's all that matters. But so I had the ring. I'm pumped up. I'm like, yo, this is sick. So
holding on to that for dear life, right?
Bro, I was like not letting it. I was on the phone with the insurance company on the way back to my house to get it insured. I was like, yep, it is insured. I'm getting the I got the appraisal right as it's coming now. Blah blah blah. I'm like on the phone with it. So, and I have a 1-bedroom apartment, so I didn't have much room to put it. And
without her like noticing, yeah.
So, I was like, where am I going to put it? So luckily, my father on Long Island has a giant safe. So it was the weekend we went to Delhi, so I was going to see him. Happened to all work out. Just funny how things work out, because she was going to be in Long Island all weekend. Our plan was to go up to Delhi, stop at my house, pick up the ring, go back to Long Island, meet at my parents' house, and she was going to meet me at my parents' house, have dinner. I was going to put the ring in the safe like nothing happened, and then go home with her. Perfect. Easy.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy, Japanesey.
So it was in there for like a month. So I'm like scheming what to do. I'm talking to her sis. Oh, I gotta even tell you about our parents. So
yeah, I was gonna ask you. I'm like, so tell me about, because your parents. You said her parents were like had no clue, but your parents obviously knew.
So her parents. So I called them up because I said, you know what, I might as well just show them right now. I got it before I put it away in the safe. So I'm like, this is an exciting moment. So I called up her mom. I'm like, hey, what are you doing? Are you available? She goes, yeah, I can meet for a little bit. I'm like, all right, cool. So I meet up with her at my place, and since I had a surgery, she's a little bit of a worrier, so she thought like something was wrong. Like she thought something.
Your fiance's mom.
My fiance's mom, exactly. It's weird to say that still, right? But so she thought something was wrong with me for like my surgery. She thought something came up, and like. Oh, she wanted me to tell her first before Marissa. So she's like, what's the matter, Eric? Are you okay? Oh my God. Like, you could just see she's worried.
Yeah.
So she opens the door of my car. She's like, Eric, what's the matter? I'm like, everything okay? I'm like, everything's great. She closes the door. I'm like,
it's great.
She's like, so what's up? I said, well, everything's great because I did this today. Wha-bam. Wha-bam. And this was like
total roller coaster of emotions.
Yeah. Bro, she was like, like no words, like taken back, and then she just starts crying. She's like, "Oh my God, that's so beautiful!" Blah, blah, blah. She's like, "Oh." She told me at the like when I proposed. She told me, she's like, it felt like he was proposing to me. But so she was taken back, like speechless. She's like, I have no words. She's like, let's call your mom. So we called my mom. They're all giddy, yeah. So I was like, all right, that was a good reaction. So then I call her dad, another worrier. So I'm like, hey,
he's thinking you're gonna be like gonna break up with her or something.
so the thing was I texted them both to see who was available, thinking one would be busy. I see the other one, but both happened to be available. So I saw her mom first. So I was like, Rob, I'll talk to you in a little bit. Sorry. He's like, Eric, what's the matter? Tell me, what's up? What's the matter? I have him like worried, and I'm not even smoking a cigar. But you have the lighter. I might have to light it back up.
Light it back up. So you got the ring. Her mom, total roller coaster emotion, thinking that something's wrong with you, whatever. Right? She damn near faints. Let's go!
Damn!
Let's go!
was looking at it, I was like, that's looking a little weak.
Let's go.
Damn, I'm talking about my engagement. I'd pull a rookie move.
That's
bro.
how you know it's going to be good.
Damn.
That's a blessing from the Burn Down podcast on your engagement. A rookie move mid-story.
Damn.
There it is.
Damn.
The blessing from the cigar gods themselves. Congratulations on your engagement. Here's a rookie move.
Well, I didn't need to light it, so that was good.
My man.
All right, so it looks like I'm leading the lead in rookie moves this year so
I
far.
love it.
We only got like a month left because we've been keeping a track for the whole.
We have.
Year.
What's the?
I know. The last one you pulled, we were tied up. So
What was it? 3-3.
3-3 or 4-4, one of the
So
other.
you're up one now.
I'm up one now. Fuck. So,
but it's like golf because you got to be the lowest score wins.
yeah,
Okay.
exactly. So anyway, so I kept their dad waiting. And he was like worried. He's like, "What's up? What's up? What's going on? Tell me." So I meet up with him. He's like, "What's up, Eric?" And like, he's like, "What's going on?" I was like, "No." He's like, "Everything okay?" I'm like, "Yeah." Again, everything okay? I'm like, "Yeah, everything's great." I just wanted to know if I can get your blessing with this. And I went, wha-bam. And he was taken back. He started getting emotional. And he was like, absolutely. He's like, you've been welcome in this family for years. He's like, absolutely, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, you got me so nervous. He's like, I didn't know what was going on. I thought you were going to be like, I can't do this shit anymore. I want to break up. And I was like,
why do they always take the negative?
because.
Do you call them? Do you like talk to them on a weekly basis or something?
Yeah, I mean, I see both their parents weekly, like multiple times throughout the week. Her dad comes over to because they live so close to my apartment, both of them. So either we'll go to her mom's for a dinner once a week, or her dad will come over and just hang out or have dinner with us. So, and I text them stuff. So, and I'm thinking in my head like, hey, I'm calling them. I say, can I meet you? They have to know what's going on.
Yeah,
and,
or have some sort of inkling of.
Not a clue.
Yeah.
So I was like, you guys are crazy. I'm like, this is all good. And obviously everyone's so happy.
Like maybe they don't know that, like maybe they don't expect you to have the ring, but maybe you're just like, hey, listen,
Yeah. He's like, bro, you didn't even give me a second to think. I'm like thinking the worst. And you're like, wha-bam, here's the ring.
What did you say? Wha-bam?
Yeah. Wha-bam.
I can see you saying that.
All right.
Wha-bam, here it is.
So her little sister already knew. She was like my operative, like helped me through the way. I told her older sister, again, she had no idea. She was so shocked. Like, again, I had to scheme my way to talk to her. She was shocked. I told her little brother. He was like, I knew. And he's like, I knew this was happening.
Oh, man.
He's like, you said, okay, let me talk to you, Rogue. I'm like, what else you gonna, like, what else you have to pull me over
So
the
he
side?
was the only one that
He was the only
really-
one that
yeah.
knew. I mean, guy's intuition, I guess, but whatever. So, so that was that. So then for like a month or so, we're planning it all. I got all the stuff. So we did it at my parents' house. They have a gazebo in the backyard with a deck. So I bought all the stuff like the white curtain lights. I bought the white runner, the pedals, and like all the candles and stuff. And I had all my brother's girlfriends, my mom, her mom, and Marissa's sisters all set it up. They did a killer job. So my excuse to get her to Long Island was Insignia Steakhouse. She loves Insignia.
You guys went to Insignia?
No, that was the.
Oh.
So I was like, how am I going to get her to Long Island? Like, without a doubt. So I took her to Insignia a few times for her birthday when I lived on Long Island. And I said, hey, my dad's got a gift certificate to Insignia. He wants to take my whole family out. She's like, oh, yeah. Oh, we're going. Oh, yeah, no doubt.
So wait, who had the gift certificate?
I just said my dad.
Oh, he wants to take the whole family out? Okay.
This is a big, elaborate plan. So, okay.
She was like, all right, I gotta, like...
Yeah. So, and and then throughout the whole week and like the weeks, all her sisters and stuff are planning stuff at her mom's house. She's like, Eric, keep Marissa home. Don't bring her over. If she comes over, say red alert. And like, we're doing like secret text, like sending me green apples or red apples, like green to green, you're good to go. Red, like I'm busy with her. Like mad secretive stuff. Yeah.
Who was sending that?
Like her sisters and stuff. Or I would text, like, they'd be like green apple or red apple. And I'll be like green. And be like, oh, blah, 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 blah.
So you guys were going to your parents' house to meet everybody to go to dinner.
Yeah, so the plan was, all right,
Go to dinner.
Get Marissa to come to Long Island. I have all my family at the house. I have all Marissa's family, all her two sisters, her brother, her parents, my two brothers, and their girlfriends, and then Marissa's sister's boyfriend, and have my grandparents there. So I'll do the whole shebang in the back, and she'll have no idea, and then we'll have like everyone will come out and they'll be shocked. So,
Yeah, how did you get her like into the back? Like, how do you just walk around the back? So that's not like, oh, hey, we're not going to go in the front.
Like I said, my friend, everything happens for a reason. All right. So I said that. I said, how are we going to get in the back? So at first we said, we like to pregame a little bit. So we'll say, hey, we're out in the back having some drinks. Come around, just come through the backyard. That was the original plan. I was like, okay, sure. But now at my house upstate, we're getting a new stove. So my mom was like, hey, I got a new plan. I'm going to call you on the way there. I'm going to say, hey, we got the new stove from Delhi. The movers brought it in, but they broke the front door. You can't go through the front door now. So you have to go around back. And I was like, perfect. Because she knows we're getting a new stove. It's believable. I'm like, great. So we pull up. I'm not nervous. I'm just anxious. And
you're like, how fast are you driving? Like, come on, I gotta get there.
And I'm in traffic. And and she just happened to be talking about like just us, like our songs, our future, family, and stuff like that.
Everything was falling into place.
Like she's like, I know when you do it. Like she's talking in the car. Like I know when you do it, it's just gonna be so thought out and it's gonna be so special. Blah blah blah. And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, why are your hands so clammy? I'm like, I just got clammy hands today. And I'm like, yeah.
Your hands are sweating a little bit.
Because I just wanted to get there because I was excited to do it. So, so I wanted to set up the background. So all of them set up the whole background, the flower vines, the lights, the candles, everything. My brother set up his GoPro. My one brother was dressed in all black to take pictures. And then we flew the idea, no pun intended, about my brother's drone. My brother's drone was like, yo, I'll whip out the drone.
I saw that.
He's like, yo, I'll whip out the drone. We're like, nah, be too noisy. So I'm like, all right. So I'm thinking it's just going to be the GoPro and my dad's Ring.com camera in the backyard and then my brother taking pictures, which is fine. So we get there. We pull up. I'm like pumped up. And she's like, all right, let's go in the back. Let's go in the back. So we turn the corner and she's like, oh my God, it's so, like, she's like, oh my God, it's so nice. What's this? I'm like, oh, it's for our 1 year. Of living together, because it was our 1 year of living together. So she's like, and then she heard, they put on the song "Marry Me" by Train. Marry me. So she heard. I didn't even hear it. She heard it, and then she starts backing up. She's like, "What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? No, what's going on?" And I'm dragging her. I'm like, "Marissa, come on, Marissa, let's go. Come on." So I'm pushing. I'm like, come on. So we walk up the steps. We walk up the white runner with all the petals and the candles. And then I wanted to say like my little spiel. And then she was like, what's going on? What's going on? And like, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to control the situation. I just got down on the knee and I whipped out the ring and I was like, and she's like, what's going on? I can't even say anything. She's like, what's going on?
You're like, shut up. Just like,
she runs. I get down on her knee. She runs, like, she doesn't run away, but like, she runs away like 4 feet and like turns around, like has my back to me. And she's like, what's going on? And I'm like, will you just marry me? And she's like shocked, like utterly shocked. And she's like, yeah. So as I'm on down, I hear the and I'm like, yo, this motherfucker's got the drone out right now.
He probably let it like, bro. He probably put it on the ground. It's just like, as soon as she said it.
He was high up. So you couldn't hear it. But he was in my neighbor's backyard with his drone controller controlling it. And I'm like, yo. And then I see the flashes. I hear the ruffling in the grass. My brother's doing freaking tumble salts, taking pictures. So she's ecstatic. She's like, yes, absolutely. So they hear it on the Ring.com camera and everyone comes out. And she was like, my mom and her mom come out and she's just like just shocked. Like,
she's like frozen, like frozen.
What's going on? And it like took her a while to like just like come down. And everyone's outside, everyone's crying, so happy, blah 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 blah. Then we go inside, and everything's decorated inside. Pictures of all of us, all the decorations, cake, catered food. It was like it was just sick.
Everything just fell into place.
Everything that fell into place. So shout out to everyone in charge of hooking everything up. It was a team effort. My parents, my fiancés, or my mother and father-in-law, my sisters-in-law, my brother-in-law, my brothers, their girlfriends. Everyone pitched in. It was really, really a great time. And the other best part was FaceTiming everybody, calling people up and just seeing their reactions. And people were freaking going crazy. And then I eventually invited my friends over. And they were excited, and it was just all around good night. So she was like on cloud 9 all night.
She still is on cloud nine. I bet.
Oh, she still is. Well, I was drinking freaking. We had my father. My father went to Ireland and he got a bottle of Jameson that's made once a year, like a special blend of Jameson, and he writes his own name on it. Like they make it with a blank label and he writes his information. So he saved it for a good time. So him, myself, my grandfather, and my father-in-law all had a little bit of this Irish Jameson whiskey that's made once a year from this barrel, and it was freaking crazy good. And then
what'd you smoke? That's the real. I think that's the question everybody wants to know.
So
what was your celebratory cigar?
I drank the JMO, and then I was going through the Japanese Hibiki all night, and then I had Opus. I forgot what kind of Opus X it was. I sent it to you. It's a limited edition Opus X. It's an Opus X. I think it's a Forbidden City.
It's a Forbidden X.
Forbidden X, the 2015.
Yeah, it's the one it's kind of got a black label to it, like a blackish tint. Yeah, it's the Forbidden X.
And it has 2015 on it. Bro, that cigar lasted me literally like 4 hours. I was smoking it all night. It was freaking amazing.
Good, isn't it?
So the next day we get up. Her mom has a brunch for her, and everyone had all her family came over, all her friends from home came over, and it was an all day event. And then which was great. And then by the time we got home at Sunday 8 o'clock, she was in the bath and just started bawling, crying, so happy, it was so perfect. And I was like, this is what this is what I wanted. I wanted the waterworks, but we got it all together. And
she didn't cry when you asked.
She
just too overwhelmed.
She had she shed a few tears. She didn't cry when I asked because she was just so shocked. But throughout the night, she got emotional a little bit here and there. We FaceTimed a couple of people, and my grandfather gave a toast, and my father and everyone. She was getting worked up there, but it wasn't the real waterworks. So she was by herself because she was just so consumed from Saturday to Sunday, like so many people. And when she was by herself, she's like, "Eric, come in here." I was like, "Uh-oh," and she was freaking bawling, and it was like, great success.
You're like,
she's like, how did you? She's like, this was my dream engagement ring, my dream engagement proposal. How did you do it? And I was like, got my ways, woman.
I got my ways.
So all around, thank you everyone who being a part. Thank you for everyone on Instagram for wishing me congratulations, wishing us congratulations. Everyone showing love. So shout out to all you guys. It was sick. Justin, thank you for the cigars and the Eagle Rare, baby. So cheers to that. That was a long story. I don't know how long that went for.
I don't care, man.
That was a long
story. It's your time to shine right now, okay? It was amazing.
It was crazy, man. It was crazy. So now we got to do all the planning and stuff. So,
dude, that is fantastic. Yeah. I love it.
And I'm thinking obviously it's about the girl, but why isn't it about the guy? Oh, the girl gets all the gifts. Girl gets all this, all that. I mean, shout out to my boys. They gave me a bottle of Johnny Walker Black. So that's the only thing I was like, what? I'm happy with this. I don't need anything else. I got a big old bottle of Johnny Walker. I'm good. Thanks.
Yeah, no, it's funny you mentioned that because we were talking to when I was in Texas. I recently went to Texas, which is where I was when you called me. But my girlfriend and I were talking to her friends, and they had mentioned something like. I think my girlfriend, she's like, what would you do if I proposed to you? And I was just like, I would fucking hate I would hate that. Absolutely hate that. And so,
no.
Yeah, no, she was joking, obviously. She was just like, she was making a point. She was like, listen, that's just, because she believes, she's like, that's something for a guy, you don't take that away from him. And I was explaining to him, I said, listen, pretty much everything is for the woman. In this relationship, you do everything for the woman. She gets she's gonna get the beautiful proposal. She's gonna get the beautiful wedding. When you ask a guy, guys don't grow up dreaming about their weddings. Honestly, we don't give a flying F about the wedding as long as it's the woman that we love walking down the aisle. We just want
the people, the good people there, the good music, and the booze and food.
Yeah, we don't, because everybody asks, oh, where do you want? I said, I don't give a crap as long as, she's the one walking down the aisle. That's all I care. Yeah. So I was saying so that's why the engagement, that's kind of for the guy. It's for the girl, but it's the guy's thing he gets to plan it out. He gets to see, it's his time to really.
If I can interrupt you, talking about planning it out, that day she got she was getting a cold. She wasn't feeling good. She felt like she was taking medicine. She's like, Eric, I really don't feel good. I don't know if I want to go. I know this is going to be a good time, but I'm really not feeling good. I'm quiet. And I'm like, No, you're going. Like, you're going. I don't
Like,
care.
we can't reschedule because everybody's going.
Yeah, like, I don't care if you're on your deathbed. You gotta go.
You're going.
You are going to my house, and you are getting proposed to. And she's like, Eric, I feel really bad. I don't know. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like,
You're like, just get in the car, see how you feel.
I'm like, we're just going. If you puke, you'll feel better. You gotta go.
You got it.
Everyone's out waiting for you. I can't tell you that yet. But, miraculously, everything went away when that happened. So.
Of course.
So, anyways, I forgot to include that part.
No, but that's but like I said, is that that's like the guy, like that's the guy, like a thing that the guy
fun.
really
It was
right.
fun.
Like
It was fun.
you're buying the ring, you're trying to keep it all secret, you're planning everything out. You're like, it's like a thing that the guy gets to do, and then from that point, everything's like the wedding, the engagement party, wedding, everything for like it's all for her. Except that one thing you don't take that away from the guy. Like that's his special thing to do.
Absolutely, I completely agree. Because if you take it away, like everything I just worked towards, I still like it's been like I don't know what 4 or 5 days already, and she is still on cloud 9. Like nothing's bothering her. Like she's smiling from ear to ear,
And like that's what you wanted. Like
bro, that's what
yeah.
it's all about. Like she's just pumped up, and the fact that I was able to give the dream proposal, the dream ring, even though I had no idea that was exact. I mean, I had an idea, I had an inkling of what she wanted, but the fact that she said that, I'm like, you know what? It's all worth it. All that stress, everything that was put into it, everything that went into it.
It is worth it.
It was worth it because I'm still like, I'm enjoying the ride. I'm like, yeah, you're happy as hell. Like nothing bothers you. Like
I love it.
Right.
I love it.
I'm leaving my boxes on the floor, leaving my socks everywhere, leaving this, and she's like, I'm engaged now. I don't care. I'm like, perfect, perfect.
I'm so happy for you, man.
I know, like I said, like Marissa. So like some of the reactions were like awesome, like just like so shocked. And I was like, "Yo, we gotta call Justin." She's like, "Yeah," and I mean, your reaction was awesome. And later that day, she was like, thinking about like all the reactions, and like they were like, Justin was like one of the best ones. Like he was so happy for us. And I was like, "Yeah, he loves us." Like
I was stoked because I was waiting for it the whole night. 'Cause I was at the wedding, and we're like moving around, dancing, eating.
Even like, Kelly was like, "Yeah."
I'm just waiting for it. And it just so happened, like, I had stepped out to smoke a cigar, and I'm in the middle of the smoke. I was actually smoking a Don Carlos 2015 Personal Reserve.
Oh, yeah.
And, the Anniversario 2015. And as soon as you call, I'm like, I knew it. As soon as it was, I was like, I was, because I knew exactly I knew everything, what was going on. And everybody on the balcony is like looking over, like what? Because they didn't really know who I was.
Yeah, like,
I was Kelly's +1.
Who's this guy yelling?
So I knew all of like 3 people at the wedding, maybe 4. I knew the bride and the groom who I had just met that night, and then I knew our friends that were there. So nobody else knew who I was. So I'm this random dude just screaming on the balcony. Everybody's like, "What the fuck is this guy doing?
Who's this random guy from New York?
Random guy. He's the only guy smoking a cigar on a balcony, and he's screaming his head off. Like,
he's like, you know what? The stereotypical New Yorker, being loud, being obnoxious. It's always about him. You know it.
Oh, it was great. It was great.
Mm.
I'm gonna have to touch this bad boy up a little bit.
The cigar though is Fuego. This Eagle Rare is Fuego. It's so good, so good. So, how was Texas?
Texas was good, man. Texas was fun.
I like Texas.
I did not stop moving at all.
I know. I was trying to talk to you, and you're like, "Dude, I'm doing this. Dude, I'm doing that.
Oh.
I'm busy."
I felt bad because I was giving you like one word answers, like real short. But I'm like, I was because we got there. When did we get there? Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
Wednesday night. We just kind of hung. Wednesday night was the only chill night. Her brother-in-law is a phenomenal cook. The man was cooking like nonstop.
Nice.
Like
barbecue.
Everything. Like he was cooking nonstop. He's a great chef. And so he cooked dinner on Wednesday night. Thursday night we took them out to eat because the guy, he cooked breakfast on Wednesday. We woke up Thursday morning. He cooks breakfast Thursday morning. Okay.
Ooh. Then
what's
he cooking though? I need to know deets.
Oh, so for dinner on Wednesday, he cooked salmon.
Oh,
right. He cooked some salmon,
grilled salmon,
some big salmon. And
you gotta give the people the deets. We don't know what you ate.
And then breakfast, he cooks. He makes like eggs and oatmeal for breakfast.
Nice.
And then for lunch, he had like chicken. It was like pulled chicken and rice for lunch.
Love pulled chicken and rice. Nice.
And then he cooked lamb chops. We had lamb chops for like a late lunch kind of thing.
Damn.
Because he cooked them both. He cooked chicken and lamb, and I ate one for one lunch, and then we said, okay, listen, we want to take you out to dinner. Like Kelly and I are going to take you and Katie, her sister. It's Bobby and Katie. We're going to take you guys out for dinner. He's like, no, I'm going to cook. We're like, no, stop it. You're kind enough to let us stay here. For your for the couple days.
What's kind enough? Is that Texas?
Kind and
You
tough.
replaced the K with a T?
You're kind and tough to let us. You're kind enough to let us stay here. You cooked yesterday. You cooked all day, and you're cooking tomorrow because on the Friday we're having a Thanksgiving for everybody. So like, shut up. We're taking you out. Said, get your parents over here to watch the kids. We're taking you out. So we took them to Morton Steakhouse. Oh my! Nice. Had like
nice,
dude. The bill was outrageous. We had
ate like kings and queens.
Oh my god, dude! As soon as we sat down, we were looking at the wine list, and one of our favorite wines is Joseph Phelps. It was a Cabernet. It's Kelly's favorite wine. It's like a 2014 or 2015. We're like, listen, we're getting this bottle. You guys are gonna love it. They're like, okay. So I said, we'll get this bottle. As soon as he brings the bottle, we don't even have bread. We don't even have appetizers. Nothing. Pours the bottle. 4 glasses. Bottle's done.
Boom.
It's like a $160 bottle. Done. Right off the bat. Like before we even touched anything.
You're like, oh boy, it's going to be a long
So
night.
I was just like, I'm like, bring us another bottle. So we had the first bottle was done. Then we're getting appetizers. Each getting entrees. We're drinking the second bottle, right? All eating, all steaks, all full entrees, the whole nine, getting ribeyes. Like they had this Cajun rub ribeye. Oh my God. Then we finish that. We get desserts. Everybody's getting a coffee afterwards. Oh, it was unreal. Like,
damn, making me mad hungry.
Like to the nines. So on a Friday we do Thanksgiving. Everybody's hanging out. He cooks like a turkey.
Oh, you just did Thanksgiving early because
yeah.
Because you guys want to see each other.
So he cooks the whole thing: turkey, ham, like the whole nine. Cooks everything. And I felt like I was drinking the whole night because I had a couple beers on Wednesday night. Thursday night we had the wine. Friday night for Thanksgiving, I'm drinking some beer, and then I finished off with like a nice glass of wine. And then we go out and have cigars. Guys go have cigars. So I asked him, I'm like the only one who's a really cigar smoker. So I asked him, like, hey, do you guys want, like, her dad's like, yeah, I'll smoke one. And her brother-in-law, Bobby's like, yeah, I'll smoke one too. So I give them, I give him like an Oliva. I give them both Oliva. I give her dad Oliva Connecticut and him Oliva Series G, and I smoked a Blackbird. Do that. So now Saturday, we have to wake up. Now we got to drive 3 hours to Austin to go to the wedding.
Damn.
So we drive 3 hours. We go to her parents' house. We get changed for the wedding. On the way to the wedding, we stopped at CVS to take the COVID test. So we're in freaking suits, and I'm shoving this thing up my nose, right? And we get the test. We drive to the wedding, go to the wedding. Beautiful wedding. I mean, it was so nice. The bride was. The descriptor we've been using was angelic because she looked.
That's a big word.
The dress was like so simple. It was just such a simple dress, and everything it was just about it. She looked so pretty. It was a beautiful wedding.
Angelic. What does that even mean?
I don't know. And my sister, my girlfriend used the same word. Her friends used the same word. She was so pretty, and then dancing the whole time, and it was a great wedding because all they had for like alcohol was beer or wine. It was like red or white, and then it was Bud Light, Michelob, or Shiner Bock.
Sometimes that's even the...
Dude, so I was crushing Shiner Bocks. Just
I don't know what Shiner Bock is.
Crushing Shiner Bock. It's like a lager. I think it's a lager.
Box or Shiner Bock?
It's like a Belgian-style ale or something.
All right.
But we were crushing that. So the wedding, great time. You call me. I'm like, I'm going nuts. Fantastic. We go back. We stayed at their Airbnb that night. We wake up. We hang out with her friends. We get breakfast. We go to a bar. We're hanging out at a bar, watching football games, shooting some pool. Then we're like, hey, let's go to Topgolf. So we go to Topgolf, and we're just drinking, getting hammered, just crushing. I'm trying to hit it over the fence, right?
Trying to be like Barstool.
So we're just trying to hit it over the fence. I'm like fucking crushing it, swing as hard as I can. And now, like, to hit it over the fence, you have to be like a long drive. Like, you got to hit it like 360. You got to be like Bryson DeChambeau to hit it over that. So I'm like, and I don't have my clubs. I have like the shit little Topgolf clubs. So I'm like, fuck this. So I aim it way left, and I'm like, I'm just gonna crush it over.
You put it on Instagram.
So
right?
I think I didn't hit over the fence, but like then I turn the last ball. The time's done already. What we're doing is after we see the time going down. It's like 5 minutes, like 10 seconds, like minute left, whatever. So I just keep putting my hand over the thing, just spit balls out. I'm like, just spit a bunch of balls out. So when the time's done, we have like 20 balls to hit. So the last ball, I just as hard as I can. It goes boom, it was flying over the net, and I'm like, God, I hope there's no like parking lot over there or nothing.
No cars.
So that was Sunday. Was that Sunday? Yeah, Sunday. Monday, we just hung out again. We went to the oldest dance hall in Texas. It was like built in like 1860 or something.
Dang.
Hung out there for a little bit, got some dinner, and then Tuesday woke up and came home. But we were like going.
Exhausting.
Oh my God. I felt like we never stopped.
Damn.
But it was fun. Good time in Texas.
Love it. And while we have some downtime, let's talk about the quote of the week.
So, quote of the week.
Yeah. We're
going right into it, baby.
Quick segue.
Quote of the week. And this came from a podcast, one of your favorites, one of my favorites.
It's a favorite of mine. I hope it's a favorite of yours.
The motherfucking CEO project.
The MF CEO, but I think he changed it now.
Real AF. Yeah, Andy Frisella.
The man.
I forgot what episode this was from, but he said, everyone has two voices. A bitch voice or a boss voice. Which one's going to control you?
Which B you going to be?
So Andy Frisella, and I could be paraphrasing, but he says, he goes, everybody's got two voices in their head, a bitch voice and a boss voice. And who's going to control you? He goes, the bitch voice is going to tell you, you've done enough. Like, you could take a break right now. You don't have to work out today. You worked out yesterday. And the boss voice is going to be like, nah, fuck that. You're going, another one. Do another one. You still got more in the tank. You still got more in the tank. And I remember when I was on a run when I was listening to this, and I was towards the end of my run, and I was getting tired, and I'm like, oh man, I'm kind of gassed at this point. And I hear that, and I'm like, yeah. I'm like, let's go, baby. Come on, let's go. And it's so true, because it's like you got two voices. Like, you're either gonna have the little baby voice that's gonna be like, don't you have to do that? Or the boss voice, like, come on, no, the
baby voice is also like, when it's like kind of feeling sorry for yourself, like, because I find I come across that exactly the baby, the brat voice versus
little whiny bitch voice,
or the boss voice is that I find that a lot when I do like the journaling, like writing your highest values, your goals, your gratitudes, your reflections, your affirmations.
Yeah,
I find doing that helps, because sometimes during in the beginning of the day, I might be feeling a little tired. I might be feeling like not as confident or not as motivated. And then once I start writing things down, start writing affirmations, it really does like flip a switch in my brain. Like I went from before writing this, I was like, oh, it's so tired. Like maybe you can't do this today. Maybe you can't do this. Blah, blah, blah. And by the time I'm at the end writing the affirmations, I'm like, oh, hell yeah, I'm gonna have a great day today. I'm gonna freaking do this. Like, let's fucking rock and roll, baby. So,
it puts you in a right state of mind.
It is, and like we talked about it before, but like, I mean, a lot of the things I write are like pretty much a lot of the same stuff.
Yeah, you write the same things every day, but it's just to remind yourself of that stuff.
It works, and I mean, like the successful people always talk about writing affirmations. I'll take a little bit smidge left. Talking about writing affirmations, talking about goals, and it really does help. It took me a while because I would do it for like a couple weeks at one point, and then I would fall off. But I've been on a consistent basis since like the summer, doing it 3, 4, 5 times a week.
Every other day on average.
Yeah, like I don't do it. I try to do it every day, but sometimes I get so busy in the morning that I just don't put time towards it, because it only takes like 10 minutes at most to do. But it really does help with your psyche and your mental. Even if just getting through the day, you might wake up and be like, today sucks, or whatever. But then you just write it down, and it's like, no, you know what? It is a little bit tough today, but it's just another day just to get through. You got to get through it, and you're gonna do something at least positive, and it definitely helps. So I definitely highly recommend doing that. Boss voice all day.
Boss voice all day.
For me, boss voice.
And it's true, because like when it's such a small task, but you always hear, and I was telling this to a couple of people that I was talking to at the wedding, that everybody thinks that there's some equation for success. But if you look at all the successful people, look at all the athletes, look at all the actors and actresses, look at any famous, whatever it is, business mogul, they all do the same thing.
And it's all simple.
They all talk about visualization. They all talk about words of affirmation. They all talk about or writing down your affirmations. Talking about writing down your goals. Talking about being grateful and appreciative.
Being consistent, working hard, putting the extra work in.
Their spiritual, whatever religion they follow, they pray to they talk about the same stuff. And I'm like, if all of the successful people do that and all of the unsuccessful people don't, what do you think their secret formula is? It's just do that. So it's like when you say that it's such a simple thing and it may not be working in the micro, it's working in the macro.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So starting your day, you take 10 minutes, you write that down. And like you said, you might you wake up like, I don't feel it. But then you just do that one thing. And it doesn't have like a huge effect like in the micro. Yeah. But it's like, it's a small little thing that's like, all right, no, I did that today, and I'm like, all right, I did what I was supposed to today right off the bat. I did one thing. I wrote my journal. Now it's like you're already set up for the day because you feel kind of good. You're like,
Dude, for example, I mean, like just getting engaged now, right? It's like I wake up and it's like, shit, we gotta pay for a wedding. We gotta do all this. We gotta do all this money. I'm stressed. I'm like, are we gonna be able to do this? And then I write it down. I'm like, we'll be fine. Like just one day at a time. Things will work out. You'll be good. Because it's like almost like working out. If you don't like release that energy that's festering, it's just going to consume your whole day, and then it's going to ruin you. You don't have to be a business owner. You don't have to be an entrepreneur. You don't have to be a big shot. You can do anything. You can work at Home Depot. You can,
there's success depends on whatever you define success as.
It doesn't mean your occupation. You can be a lifetimer at Home Depot, but if you have good mental capacity, good, moral energy inside, and you're positive, you can be the most successful person at Home Depot. And nothing wrong working at Home Depot. I'm just using an example, but it's just really success is just what you make it and how you view yourself and what you put out towards others, really.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, whatever your personal goals are, if you're moving in the right direction towards those goals and you're accomplishing your goals and then setting new goals, you're a success. Regardless of what those goals are, if they're monetary goals, if they're physical goals, if they're family-oriented goals, whatever those goals are, if you're striving towards them and moving forward towards them and then eventually conquering them and setting new goals, that's a success.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's even like little things. Like when I'm working from home, Marissa leaves early in the morning. So I make the bed. I if there's dishes or if the dishwasher's not run, I'll do the dishes and put them in the dishwasher and get all that stuff out the way. So I'm like, fix the bed. That looks nice. No dishes in the sink. All the dishes are clean. All right, I just completed 2 little things. And it's like little things that build up. And then you go to work. It's like, all right, I got to do this and that, this and this. It's just like, you just make little tasks. Like a lot of people, like Ray Cashcare, we talk about him a lot frequently. He says, I just put as many things as I can on a list because I just like checking shit off. Like easiest thing is like, taking a dump. Like, I'll put that on my list. Like, got to take a dump today. And it's like,
check it off.
Check it off.
More checks are better.
Yeah, exactly. So,
check.
So be a boss. Don't be a baby and just get it done.
Get it done, baby.
Just get it done.
I love it.
Just do it. Good epi. That was a good episode. I don't know how long we talked for, but
it's a good episode. So now we've come to the point where 1 smoke, 1 rating. So now we got to rate this cigar. We are, again, smoking the Bolivar La Casa del Habano Libertadores. This is a 54 by 6.5. Fantastic smoke. I don't know I say fantastic. It's been smoked. I've had to light it up a couple times.
That's what we've been talking a lot.
Is it a perfect 10? I don't know.
No, I don't.
Perfect 10's hard. Perfect 10's very hard to achieve.
I don't know what a perfect cigar would be, but I mean, it's definitely high up there.
It's above an 8. It's for sure.
Definitely above an 8.
I don't know if I'm into the 9s.
I'm gonna give it I'm gonna go like 8.7. 8.7. That's what I'm feeling. 8.7.
Bolivar, Casa del Habano, Libertadores.
What you got? What are you thinking?
You know what? I'm right there with you. I'm going 8.7 too. I'm going 8.7.
Bam.
I like that.
All right, 8.7 is good.
It's a good number because it's like to get into the 9s. You really got to be good. Perfect 10. I don't know if we've ever smoked. I mean, I've probably smoked perfect 10 before, but like it's up there. It's a damn good smoke.
My fiance's a perfect 10 if you ask me.
Hey. But that's going to do it for us. He's got 8-7. I got 8-7. This man got engaged. I went to Texas. That's what we talked about today.
Hey, man, that's what it is.
That's what it is. If you like this episode, please hit that like button. Please hit the subscribe button. And please hit the bell to be notified for more episodes coming from the Burn Down.
Yeah, make sure you follow Justin at the Dapper Cigar, your boy over here, the man himself, the new engaged fiance at Brother Cigar. Make sure you follow the Burn Down podcast, the Burn Down Academy. Check out for all the new Burn Down Academy videos that we put out. And you got any questions or any consideration, any feedback, positive, negative, or indifferent, shoot us an email, burndown.mail@gmail.com. Other than that was a great episode. Thank you, Justin, for the cigars and the drink. Till next time, cheers.
Cheers.